Fox 40 is your local election headquarters. Mail-in voting is already underway, but just how many Californians are actually registered to vote?
Fox 40 Capitol reporter Eitan Wallace dove into the numbers today. He joins us live with where registration is standing as Election Day. Eitan, very quickly approaching.
Well, Eric and Nikki, indeed, it is coming up. And you know what? It's interesting that voter registration is actually up since 4 years ago during the last midterm elections here in California. But the question now turns to whether that will translate into an increase in turnout this time around.
In the mail, and in many cases, already in the mailbox. Ballots are out and millions of Californians now have the opportunity to vote. According to the Secretary of State's office, as of the most recent data from September, the state has more than 21.8 million registered voters. That means of all the people in California who are eligible to vote, more than 80% signed up to register. It's a decrease from the presidential election 2 years ago when 84% of eligible Californians registered, but an increase since the last midterm election in 2018 when just about 3/4 of eligible Californians registered. Still, when it comes to actually casting a ballot, the latest numbers may only mean so much.
Historically, midterm elections tend to have a lot less voter enthusiasm just because they're not as high profile.
Not as high profile, says USC and UC Berkeley political communications professor Dan Schnur, noting midterm races do not include the race for president. Still, he points out the midterms often attract voters from the party not currently in power. But in California, where registered Democrats outnumber registered Republicans about 2 to 1, GOP enthusiasm may not make a huge difference.
Even if Republicans are much more motivated than Democrats on a statewide basis, there simply aren't enough of them in all likelihood to affect the outcome of most statewide races.
Looking at a breakdown by age, people 66 and older make up the largest share of statewide registered voters at just over 21%, with millennials aged 26 to 35 not far behind at more than 18%. But the state's youngest group of voters, aged 18 to 25, fall in dead last at just under 13%.
One of the things we've learned over the years is that young people, no offense, Eitan, tend to vote in much smaller numbers than their parents and grandparents. There certainly is that civic spirit among the younger generations. The challenge for candidates is channeling that enthusiasm from grassroots activism into more traditional political activity.
And if you want to receive a ballot in the mail but have not yet registered, the deadline is October 24th. Reporting here outside the California State Capitol, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.